Myself Sudipto Goswami, an assistant professor of Zakir Hussain B.Ed College. Today I want to discuss with you the B.Ed first semester paper 1.1.2 course first half unit 1. The paper name of the paper is Contemporary India and Education, and the half name is Educational Provisions in the Constitution of India. At first, I want to share with you the basics of Indian Constitution. Okay, as we know, our Constitution is the supreme law of India. It contains 448 articles in 25 parts and 12 schedules. It was enacted on 26th November 1949. And it came into effect on 26th January 1950. And we all know the father of the Indian Constitution is the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Now we will discuss some salient features of Indian Constitution. We know it is the biggest and longest written constitution in the world. It proclaims India a sovereign, democratic and republic country. Fundamental rights are guaranteed to all the citizens of India. Directive principles of the state policy are incorporated within it. It established the parliamentary system of the government, that is, the President of the Union is the constitutional head, and the Council of the Minister of the Union Cabinet is the real executive and responsible to Lok Sabha. It is federal structure. It is neither too rigid nor flexible. It declares India a secular state. It guarantees single citizenship to all citizens. It introduced adult franchises to every adult above age group 18, and it established an independent judiciary. Next, we will discuss about the fundamental rights of the India. Actually, we have 6 fundamental rights. First one is the right to equality, next one is right to freedom, next right against exploitation, next right to freedom of religion, next cultural and educational rights, and the last one is right to constitutional remedy. But when the constitution was formed, then there was another one rights, that is the right to property, but that right was deleted from the main Indian Constitution, and now the total 6 rights is present. Next we will be discuss about right to equality, and the right to equality is described in our Constitution from the 14 to 18 article. In the article number 14, it is written that equality before law and equal protection of law. In the article number 15, it is written prohibition of discrimination of grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Equality or opportunity in matters of public employment was discussed in the article number 16. And in the article number 17, it is discussed that prohibition of untouchability, and the last one, article number 18, there is written abolition of titles. Military and academic distinction are however exempted from this portion. Now we will discuss in the next slide the right to freedom. That means freedom, we know that freedom is essential for the basics of human being. It is written from the article number 19 to 22. At first, we will discuss the article number 19. In the article number 19, it is proclaimed that guarantees the citizens of India the following six fundamental freedoms. The following six fundamental freedoms are freedom of speech and expression, freedom of assembly, freedom of associations, freedom of movement, freedom of residence and settlement, freedom of professions, occupation, trade and business. In the article number 20, it is discussed that protection in respect of conviction and offences. In the article number 21, it is written that prohibition of title and personal liberty. And the last one, article number 22, protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. In the next slide, we will be discussed about the right against the exploitation. That means men are exploited by the another man in various times, but it is the right for a man to go to the court and write against it, and it is discussed in the article number 23 and 24. First one is trafficking in human beings, and next one is no child below the age group 14 can be employed. This is the main theme of right against exploitation. Next, we will be discuss about the right to the freedom of religion. We know the religion is the main key holding of the society. Religion can guide the people in a harmonious way. So this one is very much essential for our country. And in the from the article number 25 to 28, this was described. In the article number 25, it is described that freedom of conscience and the free professions, practice and propagation of religion. In the article number 26, freedom of management of religious affairs. Next one, that is 27, prohibition of taxes on religious grounds. And the last one, freedom as to attendance of religion ceremonies in certain educational institution is written here. Next, in the next slide, we will be discussed about the cultural and educational rights. The cultural and educational rights. Culture and education, these two are the basics of humankind, and from the article number 29 to 31 it was discussed. In the article number 29, it is written that protection of interest of minorities. In the article number 30, right of minorities to establish and administer educational institution. And in the article number 31, it is described that omitted by the article number 31 is omitted by the 44th Amendment Act. Now the right to constitutional remedies. In the article number 32, it is written the right to move to the Supreme Court in case of their violation, called soul and heart of the Indian Constitution. B.R. Ambedkar said to this article. Now we will be discuss about some fundamental duties of the Indian citizens. What are the fundamental duties of the Indian citizens? We will be discuss in the next slide. First one is to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideals and institution, the national flag and the national anthem. Next one is to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Next one, the promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood among all the people of India, transcending religious, linguistics and regional or sectional deliberaties, to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women. And the next one is to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers and wildlife, and have compassion for living creatures. And another one is to safeguard public property and to abjure violence. Next one, to cherish and follow the noble ideas which inspired our national struggle for freedom. Next one, to defend the country and render national services when called upon to do so. Next one, to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture, and so on. And then in the next slide we will be discussed about directive principles of the state policy. Directive principle of the state policy, in the article number 36 of the directive principle of the state policy, it is defined about the state. In the article number 37, application of the principle contained in this part. In the article number 38, certain principles of policy to be followed by state to secure the social order for the promote of welfare of the people. In the 39, a certain principle of the policy to be followed by the state. In 39A, equal justice and free legal aid. In the article number 40, organization of organization of village panchayats. Article number 41, right to work, to education and to public assistance in certain areas. Article number 42, provision of for just and human conditions of work and maternity relief, and so on. And the from the article number 36 to 49, the directive principle of the state policy was discussed. Next, we will be discussed about the center and state relationship. If we discuss the center and state relationship in a triangular mode, then we can discuss the legislative relation, administrative relation, and the last one is the main is the financial relationship. Now we will move to the next slide. This slide contains the Constitution of India have enforced three lists. First one is union list, second one is state list, and third one is concurrent list. Now we will discuss about the union list. It includes the subject like defense, atomic energy, foreign affairs, war and peace, banking, railways, post and telegraph, airways, ports, foreign trade, currency and coinage. Union legislature alone can make laws on these matters. Next we move to the next, that is the state list. In the state list includes the subject like agriculture, police, prison, local government, public health, land, liquor, trade and commerce, livestock and animal husbandry, state public services. Normally only the state legislature can make laws on these matters. And the last one is concurrent list.